Kia ora and welcome to a new video from NZ Pocket Guide. Today I'm going to go over the best scenic flights that are available in New Zealand. So without further ado, let's take off and get started. Okay, so the absolute best scenic flight in the country is a flight which you can do only a one-way of, which is quite rare, and that's the scenic flight to Milford Sound. Milford Sound is one of the crown jewels of the South Island of New Zealand and offers vistas like nowhere else. Let's be honest, it is one of the most picturesque places in the country. And yeah, there is an airport down in Milford Sound. In fact, it takes most of the land down in Milford Sound. It's the airport. Then there's a couple of lodges and a harbour, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, you can take the flight from Queenstown and have an absolute blast down there, and then you can take the bus back up. And that's a really cool thing to do. Or you can do the reverse, by the way. You can take the bus back down and then fly back up. And that's a really amazing thing to do because the drive down to Milford Sound is an experience in itself. It's quite amazing and definitely worth doing. But seeing Milford Sound from above is so unique, and it's such an amazing place that you won't regret spending all that money for this scenic flight. Next up on the list, we have the Franz Josef glacier. So it's a bit of a cheat because the scenic flight is kind of included with your heli hike, since you're going to be in a helicopter and be able to see the whole valley from above. But there is a reason why the valley is so visited. It is absolutely amazing to see the glaciers from above, seeing the whole fantastic Southern Alps from above as well, and landing on top of a glacier. It makes for such a unique scenic flight, so it's worth a spot on your bucket list. Next up on the list, we have something different yet again, and that's a ski plane. In the Mount Cook area, you are able to take a ski plane that will go around the Mount Cook area, which is New Zealand's tallest mountain, and land actually on a glacier, on the Tasman glacier to be specific, and it is New Zealand's longest glacier. So taking a ski plane is a very unique experience. I've never done it before aside from, on that glacier. So I think that if you have an opportunity to do something which is so different than a lot of scenic flights, it's worth doing. Next up on the list, we have the Tongariro National Park. So the Tongariro National Park on the north end of New Zealand offers very different views than what all the other flights that I mentioned before offers. It offers you more like arid, desert-like landscape, and volcanic, obviously, landscape with a big, Mount Doom right in the middle. So it is a very unique scenic flight in New Zealand just because it offers very, very, very unique views as compared to all the other scenic flights that you can find in the country. Okay, next up we have a helicopter ride around the Abel Tasman National Park. So same thing, I picked this one just because it's also another kind of very unique kind of vistas with golden sand beach, amazing turquoise blue waters, and the lush landscapes of the Abel Tasman forests. So it is a really cool helicopter ride to take. And if you don't want to take the helicopter ride and want to do something even more epic, you can actually do skydiving above there, which obviously does include a bit of a flight since, well, you've got to get up there. So yeah, definitely worth checking out too. Next up on the list, we have yet another different method of taking to the air, and that's hot air balloon. In the Canterbury plains, you can take a hot air balloon scenic flight above, well, the flattest part of New Zealand, I'd say, but you still get to see the beautiful Southern Lights in the background, so you still get some mountain vistas, and hot air balloon are always kind of a romantic ways to take to the air. And finally, the next scenic flight that I have for you is in Kaikoura. There is a company called Wings Over Whales that will help you do whale watching, but from above. It's such a different ways to do whale watching where you can really truly appreciate the size of those gigantic animals. It is absolutely amazing. They work very well with the whale watching crews to ensure that you get some really cool sighting. And yeah, I just do like to include a lot of unique scenic flights on this list. There is much more information for you on nzpocketguide.com, so make sure to check it out. And the whole team is joining me in wishing you the best time ever in New Zealand.